Yo, welcome back to another video, folks. You know what is up? Another episode of solo leveling, so that means another video has to be dropped about solo leveling, you know? The comparison between the manhwa and the anime. So this time, actually, you know, pleasantly surprised because they didn't really cut much or like at all. I was just satisfied with that. I was like, oh damn, this is not too bad, you know? The next episode though, whoo, can't wait for the animation though. But with that aside, I think we should get into the comparisons now. So, like I did with the previous video, if you've seen that one, I'm just gonna be showing you the panels and like talking about it and like the differences between this and the anime. Since you've already watched the anime, I presume you've watched the anime. I wouldn't really have a comparison to like the images, so that's why I'm just showing the manhwa panels and talking about it. So yeah, if you haven't watched the anime, go check it out and then you can come back to check this video. But enough with that, and let's get started with this panel, you know? So right here in the anime, they show like Byung-gu, yeah, I think that's his name, Byung-gu. He put up his like healing spell, but like, I don't know, I found this a bit awkward. Like, he put up his spell and it's just people having like a outline, golden outline. It's like, phew, I mean, okay? I thought they would at least have like captions as to what buff they got, but nothing. It's just like, okay, nice. So that was kind of awkward, but you know, whatever, not too big of a deal. So here you can see the manhwa, they actually show it, like she's getting Chahan is getting what, defense, I'm assuming, and this is agility, the bowl guy, and this is the other guy. So you get the point, you know. Moving on. And then the quake or provocation, this skill I didn't actually see Chahan use like in the anime. I don't know, maybe I was blind and I didn't notice because, you know, a lot was going on and I was trying to find details. So this is basically like a iron skill, you know, like how iron used like a, what do you call it, taunting skill to like provoke Baruka. This is the same thing, but hers is called quake of provocation. And then this, I was kind of a bit tiny little teensy bit disappointed I didn't include this elderly couple in the anime because in the manhwa, I kind of like these guys. I was like, oh damn, him pretending like no, that wasn't it. What am I talking about? Him pretending like he doesn't care. He's like, oh, I don't care about the Jeju Island raid, whatever. Just in case you guys didn't know, like one of their family members, I think it was their son, that died due to these ants and whatnot. And then like the wife is like, hey, come check it out, the fourth raid is starting. He's like, I don't care, I'm pretending to read the newspapers. And then right when they start like getting into the action of it, he's like, finally, please defeat them to avenge our son. And then I was like, yes, you know, getting more into the moment of how impactful this raid is, besides the whole saving the country thing, you know, like besides that point, because I feel like that's pretty obvious. Like if you don't defeat it, annihilation of your whole species, at least for Korea. And then the design for the Anking, which I mean, you could tell he looks much more saucy, man. Like in the manhwa, ooh, look at those details, that antenna, and what the frick is this? I didn't even notice this until like right now, actually. What? I don't think I've ever noticed this. These two pincer hands that he has, I don't think he's ever used those either. But yeah, as you can see, the anime side is kind of lacking. Like the colors are dim. I mean, I always noticed that the colors were dim. But for the design of the Anking, it just looks kind of I don't know, simple. Like the colors don't really stand out. It would have been nice if they did the same thing they did with the Anking, you know, all those shadows and whatnot, her face looking exquisite, you know, like at the previous episode before they kind of ended the episode. So yeah, it would have been nice if they added that kind of detail to it, but you know, whatever, it is what it is. And then this is what I kind of surprised me. In the anime, the Anking started munching up his queen. I was like, what? I mean, I understand why they do that, which if you didn't know, I mean, this is not really a spoiler, so whatever. Basically, when he eats something, he gains their memories and their powers. So in here, in the manhwa, he didn't actually eat the queen to gain the memories, but in the anime he did, and that's how he knew Cha Hae-in was the one that killed her. That's what he targeted her first. He was like, you bitch, and then just knocked her out, you know. Oof, looking brutal, man. But just you guys wait. If you feel bad for her, which I mean I do too, but just you wait, he'll get his dues soon, very, very soon in the next episode. Yeah, see, the manhwa portrays it better, like showing like the past and like him getting his memories and whatnot. And then we have this little cut-off segment where they show one of the people in like the boats that's surrounding the island. Basically, they're talking about Liu Zhang. It's a Chinese national level hunter who's actually the second strongest hunter in the whole world, you know, besides Thomas Andre, which got introduced, I think, when they were talking about the Jeju Island raid, starting it up, and he came to Korea. Yeah, basically they're talking about him and how this guy is like basically glazing Liu Zhang. He's like, oh man, Goto Ryojo, he's trash can compared to Liu Zhang. You know, my god, if you see Liu Zhang, Goto is like a piece of trash can compared to him, you know? That's basically how he describes him. And then we have this. Goto's attempt to become a national level hunter was tragically foiled. The press is going to eat this up. Yeah. There's some guy, Matsumoto, which wasn't really introduced in the anime yet, but you'll see him soon, you know? Very, very soon, actually. Maybe like next episode soon? But yeah, if not, then the episode after that. So basically, in the anime, they made it seem like Japan was like retreating it, and that's kind of effed up. I mean, it's understandable because the S-rank hunters are like all the way done for. Like, what is it? Like, how many of them died? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically, a bunch got effed up, alright? You clearly saw. But yeah, you get the point. They all were pretty much effed up. But in the manhwa, they were like, our plan to annihilate all of Korea's S-rank hunters is accomplished. And then as the reader, you're like, Nani? Annihilation of Korea's S-rank hunters? Why? Like, why would you do this? Which, if you didn't know, they did this so they could, you know, it's all political reasoning. So basically, Goto's main reason was to become a national rank hunter, and he will do that because once all of Korea's hunters are dead, Japan will be seen as the heroes once they come back to like clear the raid, if it had gone initial to their plan, which I mean clearly it didn't because this ant king showed up out of nowhere. But yeah, the original plan was that Korea done for, so when Japan comes in, the public will see Japan as like the heroes, and then when they tell Korea that they're gonna be taking the Jeju Island raid, Korea can't say nothing. They don't got no S ranks to back them up, so they'll have to give the island up, which is kind of effed up, you know. But yeah, in the anime, this was, huh? Gone? No, Nani? But yeah, you know, it's, they were being very coy about it, is what I'm trying to say in the anime. And then we've also achieved our ultimate goal. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. The annihilation of South Korea's S-rank hunters, which is pretty effed up, you know? Anyone who knew this and participated in the plan deserved to get their heads chopped off, alright? But Shimuzu, she didn't deserve this, man. I feel very bad for her. Yeah, it's just very bad. If you guys didn't know, she had a little sister, and she was an S-rank healer too, but she couldn't really heal her, so she saved up enough money, as much as she can, through her hunter job, so she could pay the medical bills for her sister, which, I mean, this is effed up. She didn't deserve this. Goto, on the other hand, this mother effer deserved 100% of what was coming towards him, alright? This mother effer. Look, see, in the manhwa, like I said in the previous video, he's cocky. Look at this guy. He's like, am I the king? Yes, I am the king, and then gets his head chopped off. You're trash, Goto, you clown head ass. After Sukuna comes your head ass now. Clowning. And then here, I'm kinda iffy about this moment, I guess you could say, in the anime. In the manhwa, they explained why Choi couldn't, like, bring up the heat, besides the fact that he was, you know, like, freaking diagonal cut in him, is because they'll burn out every, like, the last remaining bit of oxygen in their place, because, I mean, they're cornered. There's like hordes of ants coming towards them, so Choi can't be like annihilation, obliteration, and then use up all his flames, because if you don't know, flame requires oxygen to, like, you know, become bigger and heat up. So yeah, it consumes oxygen, but they can't be doing that. They're gonna be dying from lack of oxygen before anything else. And then here, the last bit of the panel for today. I don't know why in the anime they made it seem like Sung-Jin-Woo was just edgelording and sitting on top of a roof, waiting and watching everyone die, and then stepping in. Like, what? That kind of seemed weird. That was like kind of effed up too. You're sitting there and you know this is happening, and then you step in. But in the manhwa, it seems like he was like walking or something, because you know he was doing his like daily chores. No, not daily chores. His daily routine for like push-ups and kilometers thing. At least it looked like he was at least walking. Okay, he's in the ground, not on top of freaking a skyscraper, looking down on the people. Okay, so yeah, it made him look less what do you call, evil, I guess, because he just noticed that the people were in danger because Shadow stepped in, and now he's stepping in. But in the anime, it looked like he was waiting for that to happen, and then he jumped in. Because why else would you be sitting on a skyscraper looking down on people? Which, if you didn't know, he can see through the perspective of his shadows too. So yeah, it's kind of effed up, son. You know this was happening, you still didn't step in, you piece of shit. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's all for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Wait, is it? Let me check. Yep, it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. You know, there wasn't really much to talk about. There's not too many differences. Obviously, I'm not gonna be talking about like different art style. I mean, the different arts and like styles and how better it looked in the manhwa compared to the anime, because like that's kind of obvious. I just put in stuff that I noticed were like a lot more different. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, you know, appreciate it. Like, comment, and that's it for today, and see you guys next time. Peace.